Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for May 18th, read by Scott B. from Detroit, Michigan. AA Thoughts for the Day. Sponsor. If we are fooling ourselves, a competent advisor can quickly see this, as he skillfully guides us away from our fantasies. We are surprised to find that we have few of the usual urges to defend ourselves against unpleasant truths. In no other way can fear, pride, and ignorance be so readily melted. And after a time, we realize that we are standing firm on a brand new foundation for integrity, and we gratefully credit our sponsors, whose advice pointed the way. As Bill Sees It, page 248. Thought to consider. A recovering alcoholic without a sponsor is much like leaving Dracula in charge of the blood bank. Acronyms. CARDS. Call your sponsor. Ask for help from your higher power. Read the big book. Do the 12 steps. Stay active in your home group. Just for today. Roles. From actions and patience. I've heard that we can't keep what we have unless we give it away. And so I found a woman, someone a little newer than I was, and I shared with her what you had shared with me. Looking back on it, I doubt that I helped this woman very much, but I helped myself beyond measure. I stayed sober day by day. Through sharing my experience, strength, and hope with her, through putting action into the AA program, while at the same time waiting for her, not forcing my action on her. This was patience supporting the action. Though I didn't call it patience at the time, the word was not part of my emotional vocabulary. Came to believe, page 42. Daily Reflections. Freedom to be me. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 83. My first true freedom is the freedom not to have to take a drink today. If I truly want it, I will work the 12 steps, and the happiness of this freedom will come to me through the steps, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. Other freedoms will follow, and inventorying them is a new happiness. I had a new freedom today, the freedom to be me. I have the freedom to be the best me I have ever been. As Bill Sees It, the two roads for the old-timer. The founders of many groups ultimately divided into two classes known in AA slang as elder statesmen and the bleeding deacons. The elder statesman sees the wisdom of the group's decisions to run itself and holds no resentment over his reduced status. His judgment, fortified by considerable experience, is sound. He is willing to sit quietly on the sidelines, patiently awaiting developments. The bleeding deacon is just as surely convinced that the group cannot get along without him. He constantly connives for re-election to office and continues to be consumed with self-pity. Nearly every old-timer in our society has gone through this process in some degree. Happily, most of them survive and live to become elder statesmen. They become the real and permanent leadership of AA. 12 and 12, page 135. Big Book quote. The minute we put our work on the service plane, the alcoholic commences to rely upon our assistance rather than upon God. He clamors for this or that, claiming he cannot master alcohol until his material needs are cared for. Nonsense. Some of us have taken very hard knocks to learn this truth. Job or no job, wife or no wife. We simply do not stop drinking so long as we place dependence upon other people ahead of dependence on God. Alcoholics Anonymous, Working with Others, page 98. 24 hours a day. AA Thought for the Day. We're in AA for two main reasons: to keep sober ourselves and to help others to keep sober. It's a well-known fact that helping others is a big part of keeping sober yourself. It's also been proven that it's very hard to keep sober all by yourself. A lot of people have tried it and failed. They come to a few AA meetings and then they stay sober alone for a few months, but usually they eventually get drunk. Do I know that I can't stay sober successfully alone? Meditation for the day. Look by faith into the place beyond space or time where God dwells and whence you came, and to which you shall eventually return. Look unto him and be saved. To look beyond material things is within the power of everyone's imagination. Faith's look saves you from despair. Faith's look saves you from worry and care. Faith's look brings you a peace beyond all understanding. Faith's look brings you all the strength you need. Faith's look gives you a new and vital power and a wonderful peace and serenity. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may have faith's look. I pray that by faith I may look beyond the now to eternal life. Hazelton Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota, 55012. My name is Scott, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc., 1952 through 2001.